Hi, it's me, Sean Collins. I just wanted to jump on real quick and talk to you about my journey, my health and wellness, or my journey to health and wellness. It seems like it's an ongoing battle with me. I guess in my youth, I started out with an eating disorder, bulimia, and we were forced to try everything, and you eat everything that was put on your plate. I just want you parents out there to know that's not a good habit. It's not a good habit. It's not a good thing to get into with children. It leads to obesity. I never was obese. I was scared to death of being obese. I started purging when I was about 12. I started smoking when I was about 12. When I could afford laxatives, I started eating laxatives. What went in had to come out. I struggled with anorexia even through pregnancy. I would bend over in a full-length mirror, and if I seen anything hanging out, it was time to lose more weight. And your belly, gravity does its thing. Mirrors are the devil. And with a mindset like mine, a mirror is definitely the devil because it's all in my mind. I was never good enough. I was never thin enough. I just felt like I wasn't perfect enough. My mom, when I was younger, she was severely overweight. If I told you that didn't bother me, this is embarrassing. I would be lying. I would be lying. I really struggled with I didn't want to look like that. I seen her. I seen her, struggle getting in and out of vehicles and doing things that she wanted to do, but she was unable to do. And I don't know. I hated the idea of being fat. And even pregnant, I've struggled with the idea of being fat, and I did things to my body. God was gracious. God was gracious. My boys were good. God was gracious to me that I didn't damage my boys through all the things that I was doing to damage my body. I didn't smoke out of like it was a habit, like I just loved smoking. I smoked so I wouldn't eat because I didn't want to be obese. I didn't. This is so humbling for me. So I'm going to probably run it all together, and I hate that. This is humbling to tell you this side of my story. So 10 years ago, I ended up with thyroid storm and ended up having to have radiation and ended up they killed my thyroid. They killed it. I believe the damage from my childhood through my adulthood, that I had done so much damage to my body that my thyroid I don't know, it was like utter chaos on me. It just went crazy, and they had to kill it because it was killing me. And all the years prior to that, I was killing myself. I found a doctor that I could convince to give me diet pills, and when it was time to go weigh in, I just wore my EMS boots and my jumpsuit, and I weighed in, so it looked like I needed more diet pills. It was a bad time in my life. It was, and I'm not gonna lie and say that I don't have some of those same struggles. I don't purge. I don't abuse diet pills. I'm not anorexic anymore. But my mindset, I have to constantly tell my mindset, I am good enough. We'll just need to work on this or work on that. We can get better. We'll get through this. Me and myself together, Anyway, so after I had radiation, I got so big. I was never, ever in my life over 200 pounds, and I was over 200 pounds. It was awful. It was I just wanted to die. I was just, every time I looked in the mirror, I thought, would you just look at yourself and just look at how people are looking at you, and what kind of example are you to your nieces, to your nephew, to your own kids? It was awful, and that's how I felt about my things, how I felt what was going on inside of me, and had to buy double digit clothes, and it was terrifying, and it was just awful for me, and it was just an awful time in my life, and I struggled with things that I enjoyed. I hurt, my knees hurt, my back hurt, I struggled getting up on my horse. I struggled with so many things. I just really wanted to be left alone. Just give me a movie dress, whatever. I didn't want to buy clothes. I just could not believe that I was the size I was, and the shape that I had gotten into, and the medication just wasn't working, the levothyroxine and stuff, so they increased it, and I'm still on 175 micrograms a day. So anyway, I ended up, we had moved, and I ended up living over by the lake, and I decided to take it into my own hands. So I went to a nurse practitioner and told her I'd started running, and I did. I started running 3 miles a day, but I wasn't losing anything. I was just eating that one time a day, and so I started running the 3 times a day. And anyway, I went to the nurse practitioner. I said, you're going to have to give me diet pills. You're going to have to do something, because listen, I'm working my butt off here, and I'm not losing anything. And so she sat down with me, and she said, I'm not giving you diet pills. This is what I want you to try. I want you to try to eat 5 times a day. I went nuts. I thought she was crazy. But she spoke with me for over an hour, and I was just tearful and so upset. And I'm like, I just don't think I can do this 5 times a day. You've got to be kidding. And she was like, no, just, would you trust me on this? Okay. I'll give it a week. I'll give it 2 weeks. You know what? It worked. I ran, and then I started eating 5 times, 5 small meals a day. I was just really careful about what I put on my plate, and of course, with no thyroid, I have to watch my carbs. So I had then I did Insanity, and I got a 6-pack abs. That was crazy. I didn't do what they wanted me to do. I just kept fiddling around with this nutrition until I found my niche, what was going to work for me. After that, I started lifting. I love lifting. I absolutely love lifting weights. I love it. I just lose myself. If I'm having a bad day, go lift. I just lose myself. I don't like cardio so much, but I love lifting. And then my body started changing. And I wanted to know more about this nutrition thing, so I signed up with NASM and got my personal training, certified personal trainer. Then I wanted to help everybody. I just wanted to help everybody. I just wanted to help everybody that was going through what I was going through. I didn't just want to help them physically. I needed to touch them on this here, because this thing, oh, that's your biggest enemy, is your mind. It's your mind. So that is just part of my journey I wanted to share with you. I hooked up with Phorm with their supplements, after all these other supplements. I tried everything, and I'm not going to name them, but let me tell you, I've tried everything. And then I was at a show in St. Louis. I went to St. Louis because I wanted to do this bodybuilding thing. So I needed to see what this whole thing was about. So we went to St. Louis, and there was a booth there for Phorm. And I talked to some reps there and learned all about their products and ordered them. And I've been using them ever since, because you know what? I got results. And with Phorm comes all the help that you need to succeed. So that is my journey. I just want to lock arms with you. I want you to sign up. It's free. You have nothing, absolutely nothing to lose through this transformation. Through this transformation journey, you have absolutely nothing to lose. So, if you're ready, I'm ready to help you. And in helping you, you're helping me, and we're helping each other. So, give it your all. I'll give it my all. And let's do this thing. See ya.